Auth66. I think we're day 44. Don't quote me on that though. So I'm gonna try to get through today's video in a shorter time frame, but also without dying laughing. I got a little something funny up my sleeve today. I think it's funny. I'm gonna make an ass of myself, basically. So today's topic is about transferable skills. So I'll keep it serious in the beginning and then I'll bring out my funny after. Because I think there's something important about these videos about, I don't know, just like making sure that they're engaging. You know, I know that there's been lots of great feedback about some of the messaging and stuff that I've had. And sure, go ahead and make fun of how I said about because I'm Canadian, but whatever. But I also think that it's important to stay true to who I am, and I'm silly. I'm very weird. I mean, I think a lot of people in IT are, but so I like to do fun stuff sometimes. So I'll bring that out after. But today's commentary is on transferable skills. So this past week I participated in an incident response game, and when they first reached out to me, I think my question was, okay, can you just explain, you know, like what this is so that I can understand, since I'm not technical, what kind of a role I play. And, you know, I got a great response about, you know, like not everybody involved in this is technical. And I was still a little bit hesitant, but everybody was super welcoming, and it was actually a really great experience. And I found it very positive to have like this affirmation, you know, that in an emergency, I could be helpful. Because I always want to be helpful. It's like a mission of mine in life in general. But it kind of made me reflect, because I don't know that anything that I brought would be necessarily something that I would say I had learned in IT. Some things are, but I do think that a good portion of it came from life experience. You know, had an interesting past, whether that be through work or through personal. Not always the easiest. And I feel like that's kind of taught me how to deal with chaos to some degree, and just be able to, in the face of crazy things, keep my head cool, and just deal. Maybe wedding photography did that. I've also photographed a birth where the mother almost died on the table, so to speak. And, you know, those situations were all their own, you know, level of stress, and having to stay calm during them gave me skills to be able to do that. And I think, you know, for whatever was said about the way I handled things, a lot of that, between that and being an older sister, you know, are all transferable skills that I bring to my role every single day. And it's weird because you can't really put that on a resume, right? It's not something that you can easily demonstrate and say, oh, this is, you know, a strength of mine. And you can put it there, but nobody will understand that until they see it in action, right? So how do you quantify that? How do you create opportunities to see that? And it's about asking people about their experiences, or, you know, things that feel like just conversation pieces, maybe not about like someone's trauma or whatever, but like just like what kind of things they've done in the past, and looking for the ways in which that could translate. You know, one of the things in the early days of looking for level 1 technicians that we would say is, do they have any serving experience, right? Have they worked in a restaurant before? It's fast paced, high degree of dealing with customers and having to deal with their wants and needs, and generally means that anybody who's going to be on help desk in that position, more than their technical ability, you know, that ability to handle that kind of environment is a good demonstrator that they could be successful. And on the flip side of that, you know, when somebody comes in who doesn't have a lot of life experience, it's like not a red flag not to hire them, but it is a flag that they should be with someone who's going to be able to coach them and manage them in a way that's supportive, that's going to help them learn and grow, because the experience that they get is going to be what they get at your organization. And that's important, you know, to kind of note. And on the note of transferable skills, here's where I get a little bit wild. So I talked about how I sing music, and that allows me to play piano, even though I've not really taken any piano lessons. I played clarinet for 11 years. And so today I thought I'd bring a recorder into this and try to play something just based on ear, just to show that though I took lessons in like grade 5 or whatever grade that you take it, you can still take something and bring it forward. Hopefully it doesn't sound too terrible. In the very least, I'll probably end up laughing. So. I can't even finish it. Anyway, that's my Auth66 for today, guys. Take care.